My beautiful, beautiful people. Hello, 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 hello. It has been a while, hasn't it? I hope you guys are doing mighty fine. All right. We are Tuesday, the day after. Oh, not the day after, sorry. A few days after the Tour of Flanders weekend, the Holy Weekend. All racing fans amongst you probably saw the mighty win of Pogacar on Mathieu van der Poel, Mats Pedersen and Wout van Aert. It was a really nice race. And of course, the day before that, I rode the Tour of Flanders myself, which was what I was training for a little bit. Well, not a little bit, a whole lot actually. Quite a bit, let's say it like that. More about my Tour of Flanders later. Let me start up Zwift first, for the first time in a long time. Oh man, I forgot my Zwift password. Give me 1 second. For some reason I'm logged out. Maybe it's because it's been a while, but... Oh no. Give me 1 second, guys. We're gonna reset the password real quick. Whoopsie daisy. I saw there was an update. Maybe that has to do with it as well, but normally it shouldn't lock me out. Anyway. Password reset. Reset credentials. Okay. Your account has been updated. There you go. Let's see if it works now. Boom, boom, boom. Let's have a look. Okay, why is it saying invalid username or password? Let's restart real quick. There we go. Welcome, Jurika. I had to restart it real quick. Okay, it's starting up. So, I hope you're all doing mighty fine. This is my first ride after Tour of Flanders. TrainerRoad told me to have 2 days off, Sunday, Monday, which is I think normal after a big ride like that. And then this week is a full recovery week, so every ride is like very easy, short rides, like an hour and a quarter, an hour and a half, something like that. That being said, how was my Tour of Flanders? Honestly, it went pretty well. Am I happy about it? No, because some things happened that I didn't really like I had a flat tire. But you know what? Let's do that first. Like while we're starting up Zwift. Give me 1 sec. Okay, so while Zwift is starting up, let's heart rate should be connected. There we go. Controls. Let's boom, boom. There we go. Perfect. But first, let me show you my tour of Flanders. I'm gonna sit on the ground here so I can scroll through them real quick. So, boom. Oh. Can I not see that? Oh, one second. Oh, it's not letting me. Oh, that's sad. I thought I could. Oh, there we go. Now it's showing. I guess it's showing, right? So here we go. I hope you guys can see that. This is me starting in Bruges. They made some beautiful pictures along the way. So this is me starting in Bruges. This is me on top of the Muur of Gerardsbergen, the Kapelmuur. I was still in a long sweater, even though it was hot and the sun was out. I'll more about that later. Some beautiful pictures made by the guys on the side of the road. One here on the cobblestone. This is my new profile picture. I like it a lot. I think this was on the Patersberg, but I'm not sure. And I made some really nice pictures. They did a fantastic job. But as you can see, I rode most of the time alone. Not a single person around me, even though more than 15,000 people rode this ride. Still, I was alone most of the time. This is a beautiful picture as well on the cobblestone while the guy behind me is on foot. Here I'm in a little group, but most of them were pretty slow riders. And then we were at the finish line 230 kilometers later, and we finished the race. But why was I alone most of the time while there was 12,500 people starting? Because I had a flat tire. And silly me, well, not silly, but unfortunate me, I had a tube with a valve that was not long enough to fit my wheels. So my wheels are 7 centimeters high, and so are the valves that I had on my tubes, and you need 8 centimeters so you can still pump it up. Fortunately, this guy, after 1 hour, showed up and helped me out. He didn't have the right tires as well, because apparently 8 centimeters is quite a long valve and hard to find, not common at all. So we managed to repair the actual tire inside, and that's how I continued my ride. So these are all the mountains, 20 mountains, well, mountains like hills, and 8 cobblestone sections. Pretty long ones as well, 2.3 kilometers, 2.3, 1.6 and stuff. So yeah, but you guys know the Tour of Flanders, so nice experience. And then this was it. We also got second place on the first We Ride Flanders, first 90 kilometers, second of all time. meaning that we kind of nailed the first part of it. So I got a flat tire at about 120 kilometers, which was just before the hill started. I had an average of 37 kilometers per hour, around that. So we were in a great group, doing great speeds. So, but then I had a flat tire. I had to wait for an hour. Muscles got cold. I got out of pace. Yeah, all of that, drill. So after that, I just decided to take it easy, enjoy the moment, enjoy the Tour of Flanders, not ride for a high average anymore, which was the original plan, and just finish it. So in the end, we did 228 kilometers, 59, with a height difference of 2,085 meters. We did it in a total of 7 hours 44 minutes with an average speed of 29.5 kilometers an hour, which is still not bad. It's not wow, but it's not bad. Burned around 5k calories and an average heart rate of 148, which is zone 2 to zone 3 for me. I think it's zone 2 still, but not sure. Or just low zone 3. So yeah, we took it pretty easy. We rode on reserve the whole time. So that's that. Boom, 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 boom. I wanted to show you guys that before we start. Now we go back to Zwift. Oops. There we go, Zwift, and then TrainerRoad has something prepared for me, which is something Vladacia. So it's 150 watt constantly, which is normal. It's recovery week, like I said, 70 minutes of recovery. So we're gonna prepare that. I'm just gonna fill up my bottle of water, because I forgot that actually. It's right there, so not a big issue. Let me fill it up real quick. I'm gonna adjust my camera a little bit. I don't know if that's better, but anyway. Yeah, we haven't been streaming a lot. I've been riding outside a lot before the Tour of Flanders, so that's why. There we go, just some plain water. Then I put on my shoes. And let's start the recovery period. I think it's 1 week of recovery now. Boom, 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 boom. So yeah, that was my Tour of Flanders. So unfortunate for the flat tire, but as you saw, still a very good ride. We're well prepared. Better luck next year. Now, my friends, and I will show you that next time because I haven't prepared that. But my friends are actually. Well, let's choose first. Let's go Watopia. Let's do some temple trekking. There you go. So my friends prepared an actual Tour of Flanders. That's what they call it. What that means is they made it like if you look, it's a Strava it's a Strava thing, so they made it a Strava event. We're gonna meet up in Ghent and start from there. And if you look at the route that they made, it's an actual circle. So it's an actual tour of Flanders, like Ghent, and then to the coast back where I live and stuff. Oops. There we go. A little warm up. 12 minutes, easy. 8 minutes at 144, 20 minutes at 150, 10 minutes at 152. So yeah, let's go. And 25 minutes cool now. For some reason, I don't know why, but my legs feel kind of heavy. So maybe I did a bigger effort than I think, because this is like this shouldn't feel heavy at all. Also, wait, let me try some. Okay, that's better. Also, we're working with Zwift. Well, Wahoo actually, not Zwift. But Wahoo is looking at my trainer issues that I had. So the cadence going up and down. Yeah, Wahoo is looking at that. I had to do a test just now and send through the data to Wahoo, because it still jumps up and down from time to time. I haven't seen it happen now, but we're working on it on the new trainer cadence issue. So that's the first goal done. Second goal, or next goal, is of course that Tour of Flanders with the mates. I think it's June 1st. But honestly, the goal now is to get a FTP of 300. So Tour of Flanders is or always was on the way of that, and it was a nice thing that happened in between. FTP was always the goal. We took Tour of Flanders in between, and we kind of did well, honestly. 30 kilometers an hour is not a bad thing. But now we're gonna focus back on the FTP, and I would like to get still. My goal was 300 watts FTP by January next year. We are at 285 or 277 according to TrainerRoad, I think. And we will increase that number to 320. So our new goal is 320. So yeah, 320 FTP by January 2026. That's the goal right now. Still a nice goal to have. And meanwhile, we're staying fit. We're being healthy. It's nice. It's good. Summer is coming. Outside rides are coming. Stuff like that. Things are good. Also, the house is progressing nicely meanwhile. Might have not shared you the latest updates in private life, so the house is coming along nicely. I took my first bath in this house ever. So the bath is installed, the drainage for the bath, the tap, and it was amazing. It is amazing to take a bath here. It's like a spa, just as I want it. The heaters are installed, so we're able to keep the house on a nice temperature now, which is also amazing. A big milestone. I will show you pictures and updates about that later. Not today, but in another video. On a less happy note, my grandfather passed away. So I think my last video I shared with you guys that my grandmother passed away, and then her husband passed away a week later. He basically went to his funeral, looked at the pictures of them together, and decided to join her the day after. So yeah, it's been a rough week, even though I'm pretty spiritual. They were my buddies, both of them. Love them to death, always will. Meant a lot for me in my life. And even though I'm pretty spiritual and I have a certain belief about life and death, I'm happy for them that they found peace and left a broken body behind, that their soul has moved on to better places. That's my belief, and that's what I hold on to, and it makes me at ease. But still, you still miss going over, drinking a cup of coffee, talking about stupid things. But hey, that's life, so makes us enjoy the moment even more. So that's what we're gonna do, even more. Enjoy every moment, be grateful for every moment that we have, be grateful for the people that we have around us, even though it's not always easy. We sometimes have some issues, but try to be forgiving towards people, even though if they wrong you, try to be forgiving, because before you know it, they can disappear from your life, and you don't want to have any regrets. So yeah, that being said, I'm now gonna focus on the workout a little bit. Well, it's not really a workout. We're also accomplishing the farmer stand. So riding outside does that to you. You get a nice farmer stand. Same on the legs. Nice farmer stand. So yeah, like I said, summer is coming. I'm gonna see you guys less often, or you're gonna see me less often now, because of outside rides, of course. But I will try to hop on now and then to keep you guys posted about the progress that we're making. And also, I don't have a power meter on my bike outside, so it will be nice for me to come back. 5 hours remain until next upgrade. Not sure. Yeah, see, that's also a thing. I came back and I don't know what all the newbies are and the new things are in Zwift. So that's going to be very nice for me to experience and to find out. But I will be coming back from now and then, keep you guys posted. And also, like I said, I don't have a power meter, so it's nice for me to see what my effort is at certain watts and stuff. Like right now, I can tell 140 watts, 100 heart rate, and I'm talking and I'm interacting with you guys, so it means my condition is amazing. I think I could drop it down to 90, 85, which is amazing. So condition is good. I think the only things lacking a little bit are these legs, but that's what we're going to be focusing on for FTP now. Also include some strength training, because I now have the heaters installed, so I can start moving things down, like the desk and the bed. I've been sleeping on my new bed. It's amazing for my back as well. So yeah, we're gonna start moving some things from here downstairs, like the desk. All these couches and stuff go over there with the TV. Make that a little living room, make this a proper fitness room, and we're gonna start implementing strength training with weights and stuff, and get that FTP up. That's the goal. So happy to be with you guys again. This bike does need a cleaning, I can see, so we will do that soon as well. but everything a step at a time. We'll get there, and it's all for funsies. It's all for, it's nice to have a goal in life. And that's what we're doing, having a nice, healthy goal. All right, see you guys in a bit.
Nice. Right on.
So I'm gonna have to pause the workout real quick and go get what you call a power bank. See you in a bit.
Nice. Right on.
I just noticed something, and I have no idea when this happened, but I am now in pace group B, so I am apparently a B rider now. So don't ask me how. Could make sense according to the exercises I've done. But now I'm starting to think maybe Zwift is communicating with TrainerRoad, interacting, sharing data. I know for a fact that TrainerRoad takes data from Zwift for analyzing and stuff, but I didn't know it worked the other way around, because now I'm pace group B and I really haven't been on Zwift a lot. So yeah, well, at least not lately. So did that happen when I was doing my TrainerRoad workouts? Because I haven't been racing or anything. So it's well, my racing score is still the same. I think my racing score is still 439. Not sure if that's high or low. I think that's average. But apparently my pace went up to B. Well, we started at D in September, so if that is true, it could be a bug, like many things. But if that is true, then yeah, I am now a B rider. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. There we go. And that is today's workout done. Well, it is a workout, but it was a recovery workout. 2 minutes to go. Very good, very nice. That was a good one actually. I feel like I needed that. Beginning felt kind of hard, meaning that my legs weren't still recovered from Saturday, even though I thought they were. But I guess you only know when you work out for the first time again, or when you ride for the first time again. So yeah, now they feel, they actually for riding only 150 watts for an hour, they feel pretty heavy. So we're definitely going to be enjoying the recovery week this week, more than I thought I would. And then other than that, I think I will be seeing you guys a few more times this week, because I think I'm going to be, depending on the weather, but I have a lot of shifts at work, and when I have early shifts at work I don't really ride outside afterwards, because I wake up at 5, start at 6, work till 2, come home at about 3, and my routine mostly then is take a little nap, 1 or 2 hours, and then I ride. But then it's already like 5 o'clock, so I barely go outside normally. But maybe this recovery week I will, not sure, because recovery is easier to track watts wise, if you know what I mean. I don't have a watt meter on my bike, so I have to track with heart rate, and like 150 watts outside, I can feel a little bit what that feels like, if that makes sense. While when I have like certain FTP workouts, like 75% FTP, 110% FTP and stuff like that. Let's pom. Very easy or easy. I felt easy. So I was saying, my bad, I was distracted because the ride ended. I was saying, when I have like a workout that has a certain watts, higher watts that I have to keep, because 150 watts, if it's 160, 170, doesn't really matter. The point is being easy zone 2 ride or even zone 1 ride. I get that. But when I go up to, I lost my streak by the way, you already know that. When I have to ride, like for example, 110% FTP, that's 300 watts, for example, then outside it's hard to track for me. I could be at 250, I could be at 350, I wouldn't know, not without watts meters. So I like to be doing those kind of workouts, like the high intervals, the high intensities inside, and then the easy rides outside. Makes the most sense to me. So that's what we will be doing. I already adjusted my TrainerRoad next goal to the 320 FTP goal. So we did that, and other than that, it's keeping me on a recovery week still till the 13th or 14th of April. So that's like what, 5 more days, and then we're going to be starting the FTP builder, the TrainerRoad's FTP builder, and yeah, we'll see what that gives. I saw the calendar, and for now it's giving me like 4 to 5. It starts with 4 high intensity trainings, so like 1 hour on an hour and a quarter at high watts. So yeah, interesting. We're gonna be building the FTP. I really feel that knobble in the muscle now. I never felt that before, but when I do this, I can really feel that in there. That is causing me issue a little bit. It's no pain, but it's like, yeah. So now I'm gonna eat, take a nice bath. Oh, isn't life beautiful, right? You can do a workout inside your nice house. Like, go down, make some food, nice filled belly, and then you take a bath, nice bath. You gotta enjoy the simple little things in life, you know. Like, you ask me what's a beautiful thing to be appreciating. I would say a boiled egg that is boiled just perfectly, runny on the inside. I don't know. For me, that's joy. That is life. Boiling my eggs perfectly. I'm eating that egg and I'm enjoying it so much. I'm so happy that it's a perfectly boiled egg. Some people want big cars and travel and this and that. I mean, I love traveling too, but I don't need a big car and house and stuff to be happy or a lot of money. Just give me a nicely boiled egg. So yeah, that being said, it was good. seeing you guys again. I hope you guys think the same. And we will be seeing each other soon. And as always, I love you very much. Take care. Bye.